Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? Chard here, your tech guy. So in this video, what I'm going to be talking about is live DJing. Okay, so on the weekend, I do a little live DJing on this website called Natural Vibes. So before I got into that, I had to find out what do I need to do that task. So what I'm going to do is create like a 3-part video of how to get into live DJing over the internet. You can also do it offline, but this video is going to be about doing it live over the internet, create your own website and do your own live DJing. This is what this is all about. And I'm going to tell you the reason why you wouldn't want to do it on YouTube. It's all about copyright, honestly. I don't really need to get into more details on that. You can play music over YouTube for a certain period of time before it start getting blocked. Been down that road, so I'm just telling you, you want to do your own website, you want to start your own service if you're serious about doing that. And doing that, you can create your own little thing. If you can run ads and make money off the ads, or you can just do it for fun. It's up to you. But you have to pay your little hosting fee and your streaming fee and any other fee that goes with it. So you got to be aware of that. But in this video, like I said, I'm going to start off in the beginning. What kind of equipment do you need to get started? And that's what I'm going to feature here. The next video is going to be about connections. All that you need to get it all connected to your computer. And then the last video, I'm going to go over all the software you're going to need to build a website and to run the website and to play the music and anything else as far as streaming and stuff like that. Okay, so the first equipment you want to get is a controller. This one is made by Numark. It's the MT Pro 3. If you're starting off, start off with the basic version. Get this Numark one first, and then you can upgrade to different ones later. Because if you haven't done this before, you don't want to put a lot of investment into it and you realize this is not for you and you already invested a whole bunch of money. This one, when I got it at the time, was $150. Now, there might be some that's cheaper. I've had this one for 2 years, so who knows, they might have a better version of this one right now. If you look in this corner right here, you'll see it says Serato. Now, that's the software that the controller interact with so it can play the music. But I actually use Virtual DJ because I like that better compared to Serato. You got to make sure your controller that you get is compatible with the software that you want to use. You know, you might want to use one or the other. And you can download trial version of these software and test them out for yourself before you even buy the controller, because those software work independently too. It's easier with the controller, so you don't have to sit there with the mouse and the keyboard and moving the dial. And you know, when you can actually do a crossfade by just doing this and changing the volume compared to using the mouse, sliding the bar up and sliding the mouse up and down. Nah, this is more interactive. And you can hit buttons and stuff like that faster without actually going through the mouse and the keyboard. So to get the controller to communicate with the computer, it comes with a USB cable. One goes into the controller, the other goes into the USB port on your computer. Now let me let you know that this is just a communication cable. It communicates with the software. It doesn't transmit audio. That's a whole different cable by itself. If you look in the back of the controller, you have this, and then you have these. This is what outputs the audio to whatever you want to make it play out, speakers or the computer. So the next item you're going to need is this guy right here. Now this is an audio to digital converter. It takes analog audio in and turns it into digital information for the computer to read it. So this is what you're going to need to communicate the sound from the controller to the computer. And I'm going over these items right now, but I'll get into more details into them as I go along. Like I said, I'm going to try to do at least a 3-part video explaining all of this stuff. So the next item you're going to need on the list is a microphone. This is the microphone I have right now. The thing I like about this microphone is it picks up voice here and it ignores the voices around it. So you have to speak directly in it to actually hear your voice properly compared to talking to it like this, which is good because it filters a lot of that background noise and it only picks up your voice if you're talking into it right here like this. That's the cool thing about it. Now, this microphone came with the detachable cable, which is what you need also, because then you can get a various amount of length of cable as needed. You know, you might need just short cable, but you might need a longer cable. And with the fact that this thing is attached but can't detach, that means you'd have to find an extension to extend it out, when you can have various size cable based on detaching them. So look for a microphone that has detachable cable. With that being said, I wanted a way of quickly turning on the mic on and off without keeping adjusting my volume on my mixer, because every time I turn the volume down, I might turn it back up too loud when I'm getting ready to speak, or I might leave the mic on and don't realize it because I didn't turn the volume down, and the music and the volume might be out of sync where I'm too low and the music too high, all of that stuff. So what I wanted is a way of setting the volume on the mixer to one level and leave it like that, and then easily turn the mic on and off, because this mic unfortunately don't have a switch. There is a solution to that. This is what I use to turn the mic on and off. It comes with a simple switch that turns it on and off, and it fits in between the mic and the cable. It's that simple. So next up, you're going to need some headphones. And headphones is up to you. You don't have to get anything really expensive, because the headphone is basically used for cueing. You want to cue up the next song so it's ready to go after the current song is playing. You know, you want to leave less gap between one song to the next, unless you're going to just stop and do some talking. Have that song ready to go right after the one that you're playing now, and you do that by queuing up the next song using your headphones. So headphones, up to you, whatever kind you want to get. You don't have to get anything expensive. Just get something that you can use. Now the next item is optional, but I would recommend it. This is a 4-channel mixer. It's used for various things. Now this one has many ports on the back, and it's input and output port. This is a 4-channel mixer, so I can hook up 4 different inputs in here. So that means that the controller would go in one port. I can put a CD in another port. I can put turntables in another port, and whatever you need sound to come in, you can hook it up to these ports. And it has 3 outputs. You know, one you can use for recording, one you can use that goes to, say, a speaker system, and then the other one might go straight to your computer. So you can control all that stuff using this. You know, your mixer is like your central point where you control different inputs and output of the sound. And it has the headphone jack for the headphones, so you can talk into. There's some controls for the headphones too along there. So the mixer is going to be one of the final equipment you want to get. So those are the basic equipment you're going to need to get started. 1, a controller. 2, microphone. 3, headphones. 4, analog to digital audio converter. And 5, a mixer. With those 5 equipment right there, you are set, ready to go. But I want to recommend one more thing you get, and that's a portable speaker. And the speakers are for self-monitoring. You want to hear yourself to see if you're talking too low or too high. Is the music too bassy, or there's too many highs, or there's not enough mid-range? All of this stuff can be adjusted because you can actually self-monitor yourself. And that's what that portable speaker is for. Okay, so I know I said the speaker was going to be the last thing on the list, but I have to add this to the list too. I could do it in the next video, but I'm gonna do it now because this is all about the parts. And it's this: you're gonna need some audio cable, because you're gonna need to run the controller to the mixer, and then the mixer to the computer. But don't worry, everything that I mentioned here is gonna be in the description. Okay, so that's the list so far. That's the equipment list. This is gonna be the end of the first part of this whole thing. Whoops, I forgot one of the important part: the camera. You can't do a live DJ stream without a camera. So you're gonna need a camera. Now this is a Logitech. It's a 1080p camera, and that's good enough. I mean, I know they made the 4K camera now. It's the new camera that came out. It does 4K, but you can get away with a 720p or a 1080p stream easily. So a camera like this is perfect. This one I have is also tripod mounted, so it's easier to mount it on a tripod. You can do all the necessary adjustment, tilt the head, bend it, twist it, you know, and all kind of different angles. So you'll get yourself on screen easily. So yes, you're gonna need a web camera or a regular video camera, any kind of camera you need. The web camera is easier to deal with because it plugs right into the USB port. If you're using a camcorder, you're gonna need something to actually send that information to the computer. You're gonna need a converter. The one I use is made by Elgato system and it's called Cam Link. It goes right into the USB port, and the HDMI cable from the camcorder goes right into it and plugs right into the computer. That's simple. So to make the live video stream possible, you're going to need a webcam, or if you got a camcorder, you're going to need some type of interface device or card into your computer to stream that video to the computer so it can be seen on the web. Okay? So this is the equipment gathering video. The next one is going to be about connecting all this stuff together. And then the third video is going to be all about the softwares you're going to need to get this thing going. All right, I want to thank you for taking the time for watching this video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.